This isn't for fun, it's for life. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to my daily journey through the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. If you enjoy Stoic content, men's self-improvement, and things along that line, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. So go through this daily journey. And today is August 14th. This isn't for fun, it's for life. This quote's a bit longer today, so please bear with me. Philosophy isn't a parlor trick or made for show. It's not concerned with words, but with facts. It's not employed for some pleasure before the day is spent, or to relieve the uneasiness of our leisure. It shapes and builds up the soul. It gives order to life, guides action, shows what should and shouldn't be done. It sits at the rudder, steering the course as we vacillate in uncertainties. Without it, no one can live without fear or free from care. Countless things happen every hour that require advice, and such advice is to be sought out in philosophy. SENECA Moral Letters 16.3. There's a story about Canto the Elder, whose great grandson, Canto the Younger, had become a towering figure in Roman life. One day, Canto witnessed a fine oration from Carcidius, a skeptic philosopher who waxed poetically on the importance of justice. Yet the next day, Cato found Carcidius arguing passionately about the problems with justice. That it was merely a device invented by society to create order. Cato was aghast by this kind of philosopher, who treated such a precious topic like a debate where one would agree with both sides of an issue purely for show. What on earth was the point? So he lobbied the Senate to have Carcidius sent back to Athens so he could no longer corrupt the Roman youth with his rhetorical tricks. To a Stoic, the idea of idly discussing some issue or believing or arguing two contradictory ideas is an absurd waste of time, energy, and belief. As Seneca said, philosophy is not a fun trick. It's for use, for life. Yeah, long reading today, but I really like it. I really kind of believe that too, right? This philosophy isn't just, hey, look at me, I'm doing a philosophy channel, and to be just like a theoretical thing. This is about applying principles and how to live our lives, right? This isn't just, like I said, this isn't a party trick. This isn't just I'm making this YouTube video for fun and things like that. No, this is part of me keeping myself accountable, keeping myself towards reason, towards living the best life I possibly can, right? This is a way of living, right? 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living, right? This is learn how to live with life on life's terms. I find a lot of kind of what Stoicism talks about is very similar to what AA talks about, and a lot of other, philosophies and a lot of other religions. It's not like we don't do it just to say the words and be like, oh, look at us, like, we're pretty. No, this is like, all right, how do I handle life's problems? How do I handle the situations that come up with, right? This is written back in the Roman times, yet it is still completely relevant to today. These lessons have not changed, right? The human condition hasn't changed. In the 2,000 plus years, it hasn't really changed that much. How we handle, how we deal with people, right? Like how we handle life. And if we don't have that rudder, if we don't have that guiding principles to help us navigate through life's ups, downs, and turnarounds, we are going to crash along the rocks. We are going to continue to fall and be in misery and pain. And you know what? After living a life of a lot of pain and uncertainty and fear, I don't want to live that way anymore. So I need to have my guiding principles. I need to have that rudder on the boat to help guide me and steer me. Am I perfect? No, not at all. but it's about learning to do the best with what I have, recognizing what's in my control and what's outside my control, learning to close my mouth more, listen with my ears and eyes more, and really learning how to live life on life's terms. And it's something that I have really started to gain, and I won't even say master, because I think mastering may not even be the right word, is continuing to develop the skill sets and develop the knowledge. That's why I continue to do the Daily Stoic, right? I don't do it for the 20 people or 5 people that watch these videos. I do it to keep myself accountable. I do it so that I am holding myself to my standards. It's me versus me at the end of the day. I stopped comparing myself to others and started comparing myself to myself, of like, am I improving with my life? Am I going the direction that I wish to go in? And a lot of us struggle with that. And a lot of us struggle to find that purpose, that divine self within, of like, what are my guiding principles? Where is my reason? This is why, I decided to become a coach. This is why I call myself the spiritual gentleman, right? It's getting back into that spiritual center, that innermost self, learning to, because I can't fill the outside hole with drugs and alcohol anymore. I can't fill it with video games, addictions, and other things. I can't take the outside things to fill that inside hole, that uncertainty. The only way I know how to fill that hole is by working on my inner self, by working on developing my strong values, principles, and beliefs, so that I can be the man I know I am, that I am a strong man, that I have the values and the principles that set forth, and then that I don't just talk the talk. This isn't just for show. This is for life. This is to save my life. This is so that I can prosper and become the best version of myself. And this is what works for me. And I want to help you become the best version of yourself. Through my coaching program, we go over and learn how to master that inner self, so that you understand your values, your beliefs, where you're coming from. So it's living an intentional and conscious life, and not an unconscious one that leads us to despair, but one that leads us to the promised land of achieving all the dreams that you never thought were possible, but you can achieve them. This is why I am really passionate about today's topic, because this isn't just a show. This is for life. This is to help men in particular, but to help anyone realize that, philosophy and Stoicism isn't just like, I'm John Wayne and I'm Stoic. No, it's about, or like, hey, look at me. This is how to handle life when tragedy happens, when there's a death in the family, when you're dealing with a job loss, when you're dealing with stresses and things like that. These are practical tools to help you deal with life on life's terms. This is why it's so valuable, and not something to be taken as just, hey, or whatever, But no, that's all I got for today's video. Thank you so much. If you made it this far, you are a rock star. Thank you so much for dealing with my rants, and thank you for keeping me accountable. If you are interested in my coaching, feel free to reach out to me. If you're watching on YouTube, a link will pop up. If not, you can send me a private message on all the other social media things that I post this on. And I'll see you tomorrow. And you have a great, if not better, day.